Hello, Gumtown, and today we're here with Vicky Toles, and she's candidate for Montgomery County Circuit Court Judge, Place 1. How you doing today, Vicky?
I'm doing great, Jamal. How about yourself?
I'm doing good. Thanks for doing this interview with us this morning.
Thank you for coming by to see us. We appreciate it.
All right, now tell us a little bit about yourself and the events that led to your decision to run.
I am currently sitting as a referee here in Montgomery County, and I've been practicing law in Montgomery County for almost 20 years. Just made a decision that when I looked recently, I looked at the bench at the circuit court level. There are no males. There are all males on that bench. There's not one female on the bench, and I just thought for that to be the capital city and to have no diversity on the bench, that's just a travesty. And that was the first decision that first thing that made me decide to run at that point was just looking at the diversity or the lack thereof of diversity on the bench. And so we made the decision to run. We know that we're quite qualified to do that, partly because we've been a referee now for over 4 years down at Montgomery County Juvenile Court. We're already hearing cases, presiding over those cases, making decisions about families here in Montgomery County, about the youth and juveniles here in Montgomery County. We just thought we'd be able to make an addition to the circuit court bench.
That's good. Now, what exactly do you do as a referee for the Montgomery Juvenile Court, for those who don't know?
As a referee, I have my own set of caseload. There are 3 circuit court judges that are there that are assigned to the Montgomery County Juvenile Court. There is an overflow of cases so that the citizens of Montgomery County don't have to wait a tremendous amount of time to get to their hearings. I have the overflow. So any of those cases that the circuit court judges may not be able to get to, I hear those cases for them, make recommendations to them, and they sign off on those recommendations so that the family members and folks here in Montgomery County won't have to wait as long to have their cases heard.
Wow, that's great. Now, you have your own law firm, correct?
That is correct.
Now, what areas of law do you specialize in?
My practice is a general practice. I still do criminal law, and that's where I started at, is in the adult system with the criminal law, and at some point migrated out to juvenile court and started specializing some with family law there. But at this point, I do some bankruptcy, I do accidents, I do still do very little family law cases, but if they're in other counties and things of that nature because of the conflicts with the circuit court judges here, I will handle some cases for family court in different counties, just not Montgomery County at this point.
Okay, that's great. Now, you say that you are ready to serve. What makes you ready, and why are you ready?
I'm ready to serve because I think that it's time. We see so many our young folks need some additional things, and I have no issue whatsoever with young folks if they made some mistakes serving their time. But my question for all of us is, what do we do when they come back? We're sending them off for a short period of time, hopefully to make amends for the crimes that they've committed. But what are we putting into place as community leaders and those folks out there to help those young folks when they get back here so that they can become productive members of society? That's one of the things, unfortunately, we're seeing more and more of our young folks who are 16, 17 years old, and they're actually still, their cases are in the adult system already. We've got to do what we can to try and see if we can turn around some of that, and I think that we've got to make decisions that although we recognize that they're young folks, we got to make decisions for them to know that those young folks at some point are coming back into our community. And we need to try and see if we can work with some other adult judges and other folks to see if we can't turn around the system and put some programs in place to handle those young folks when they come home.
That's good. Now, you are involved with the youth, especially in church and everything. Now, in what ways can being circuit court judge create more opportunities to work with the youth?
It's amazing how many people the circuit court judges come into contact with. People are just contacting them saying, I've got this program in place. I think if there's a way that we could start networking with those folks, sending and connecting different persons to different programs, saying, this person contacted me today regarding this program. This may be something that you all can network together to see if you can do something that's going to help some of the young folks, and referring these young folks out to different programs, caring enough about what happens to them to say, you know what, you're going to be gone for 3 years, but when you come back as a part of your probationary period, I expect that you will do this, this, and this to get your life back on the right track. And I think you got to care enough about them to do those those things for them.
That's good. Now, we just celebrated Dr. King's birthday. In what ways can you carry out his legacy as circuit court judge?
We can continue to carry out Dr. King's dream first and foremost with diversity. It
Mm-hmm.
is unheard of that we would be sitting down there with all nothing but men. And that was one of the things that Dr. King believed in. That's how we got to where we is diversity.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted to see us, and that would be the first thing. The second thing is letting young folks see. When you look at me, I came from Prattville, Alabama, first person in my family ever to go to high school, to go on to college,
Mm-hmm.
to become an attorney with a doctorate degree. Telling young folk that it doesn't matter where you've come from. It matters where you end up. And I think that's what Dr. King wants
Wow.
us to know, that you can go and be in and in anybody. You just got to set your sights. You look at President Obama, we never thought we would see an African American as sitting as the President of the United States. It's
Mm-hmm.
possible. If the young folks see nothing else from me at this point other than to say, I can dare to dream.
Mm-hmm.
Just dream to be somebody great one day and see where you end up. And I think that's Dr. King's dream more than anything. Just dare to dream, dare to see something different happen. Seek change. See what you can come up with some change, and see where we end up. And that's where we are today.
That's good. Now, how can someone contact you to support, for questions, to volunteer, or to contribute?
Anybody who's looking to reach us, we are our campaign headquarters is at 922 South Perry Street. That's where my law office is housed at as well. But the physical address is 922 South Perry Street. The P.O. Box is 523 Montgomery, Alabama 36101. Area code 334-832-9915. And then we're also on the Facebook is out there. Vicky Toles at AOL.com is also another venue that persons can reach us at.
Okay. Any final remarks you would like to leave with Gumptown today?
Yes, I would. I would just like to say to the Gumptown viewers and supporters, thank you guys first and foremost for even taking an opportunity to even listen to me today. I'm asking for your support and your vote on March the 1st, 2016. I'm a loyal Democrat, have been a Democrat for my life. And I'm just asking for the support of the Gumptown viewers. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Vicky. You're tuned in to Gumptown TV. Stay connected.